A few players that have been on the rise the last few weeks for fantasy owners and their teams, and then at the guard position. The first guy is CJ McCollum of the Portland Trailblazers, and each and every season it seems like McCollum, he gets better as the years go on, and this year he's ranked number 4th in fantasy basketball, and his averages are crazy. 28 points a game, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 1.6 and a half steals per game, a whopping 5 threes a game made, 87% from the line and 47% from the field. So CJ McCollum, his three-point shooting is really improving right now, and it's crazy. I know it's only 9 to 10 games played, but he's averaging 5 threes a game, so he's feeling it. I don't know if he could prove any better than he did the last few seasons as a shooter, but so far this year he has. And I don't know if he's going to slow down. Teams' game plan start with stopping Dame Lillard first and then worrying about McCollum. And right now McCollum's getting he's hitting threes. His field goal percentage is amazing for a guy who takes all these threes a game and hits 5 per game. So CJ McCollum, he'll slow down a little, but he's definitely on the rise, and he's a player that can help a lot of fantasy owners win their championship this season. The second guy's on the rise, and Brogdon, he's been doing good this season. Last night, I know it was a little bit of a down game for Brogdon, and right now, though, he's playing lights out. He's ranked number 5th on the season at overall in fantasy basketball. 22.5 points a game, 4 boards, 7.5 assists, a steal, 0.7 a game, 3 threes, 87% from the foul line, 47 from the field. So Malcolm Brogdon, he's getting the job done, but I don't know if he could sustain these type of numbers from scoring the basketball, and especially 3 threes a game. Last season he only hit 1.5, but this year he's taken the next step so far, and his points per game have gone up 6. So in this short sample size of 9 or 10 games played, Malcolm Brogdon's really showing up and playing well, and he's on the rise. He's 5th ranked this season in fantasy, and I recommended to sell him high in my sell high at the guard position video, and that's what I still would do with Brogdon. I don't think he sustains it, but right now his value's definitely on the rise, and he's playing great. In the last few weeks is Zach LaVine of the Chicago Bulls. LaVine, he started off a little slow, but now he's showing up in full throttle the last 5 or 6 games for this Bull team, and he's averaging 27.7 points a game this year, 5 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 1.3 steals, 3.3 threes a game, a nice 49% from the field, 88% from the line. And last week the averages were just even more insane for Zach LaVine. 38.3 points a game. He's averaging 6.3 boards, 5.5 assists, a crazy 5.7 threes, 87% from the line and 58% from the field. And LaVine, his three-point shooting the last few seasons has really improved. And in his last game where he dropped 45 points, he hit 10 of 16 from the three-point line. He's the alpha over there in Chicago. He's becoming one of the better scorers in the NBA, Zach LaVine, and it's only up from here. He could average possibly by the end of the season 30 points a game, because I could see a lot of huge games here for LaVine, and he's definitely a player on the rise at the guard position. And final guard on the rise this week is Donovan Mitchell of the Utah Jazz. Mitchell, he got off to a little bit of a slow start, but he's picked things up now in the last week or two here. Mitchell averaging 26.3 points a game in the last few weeks, 3.4 boards, 4.5 assists, 3.8 threes per game, 47% from the field, 82% from the field. So Mitchell, his scoring's picking up. His three-point shooting's definitely improved this season, where he went from 2.5 threes a game to now 3.4. Just his assists, I would like to see go up for Mitchell. On the seasons, he's at 5, but for a guy who's a combo guard, I think he could do a little more than that, maybe 6 or 7 average at season's end. But Mitchell on the season, he's ranked number 81, but so far in the last week, he's been number 58, so he's on the rise, and he's playing well. So that's a few guards who are on the rise here in week 4 of the fantasy basketball season.